Good evening, everyone, and welcome to yet another day of our Juniors World Gliding Championship. Today, finally, we managed to have our 1,000-point discipline with exceptional conditions. We had amazing cloud streets, high cloud bases, and strong thermals. And our winners today managed to reach the speeds of 111 kilometers per hour in club class on the 400, almost 50 kilometers, and 120 in the standard class, which is amazing. But tonight, we don't have here the winners, but two guests from the most distant places around the globe that came to Czech Republic. So welcome Ryan Driscoll from Australia and David McMaster from USA.
Cheers.
So guys, first of all, very obvious question. How was your flight today?
Not quite as long as the flight over here from New York. Mine was 6 hours and 10 minutes today.
Yeah, I think I was about 6.5 as well. Really great long flight. I'm glad that we had some conditions to fly a long task.
So did you enjoy?
Some of it.
Yeah, absolutely, all of it.
Most of it. Most all of it.
It's all flying, yeah.
Okay, so what do you like about Czech Republic so far the most? And could you perhaps imagine living here one day?
Yeah, totally could. I love the flying conditions out here. All the people are really relaxed, and
The beer's real good.
the beer's, yeah, very good. Cheers to that. Yeah, great flying conditions, easy airspace, so loving it.
Let's see. Definitely the flying has been much more than I was expecting. On the east coast of the United States, it's often very soft, only 1-2 meter thermals. Certainly this is the longest thermal task I've ever had, and at speeds I don't often get to, so that plus the beer, I think I could see myself being here.
Nice. So you've already touched upon it, but Ryan, how would you compare Australian conditions to the Czech ones?
They're quite different. I've taken quite a few days, as the scoreboard indicates, to get used to the weather here. But it's a different experience. I think you can fly still really fast, but it's a slightly different approach, and I'm starting to figure that out.
Nice. And so now a little storytelling. How did your gliding career start?
Well, I'm from a gliding family, as many are. My dad took me up when I was about 4. And yeah, I soloed at the end of school, and at my home club I've just been really encouraged by lots of people to get into competitions and the long distances, and lots of support.
Okay. And you, David?
Unfortunately, the same exact story. Nothing different there.
Yeah, pretty typical.
Back to my grandfather started it all for my family, and he flew for a long time, and so did my uncles and my brothers, and he himself had a couple world records at one point. So I'm out here just trying to make good for our family, and I'm the first to be able to go to a international competition like this. So for as many people that are flying in my family, it's kind of cool to
Nice. Congratulations
do something
to that.
different.
So who would you say is your biggest gliding support then?
Oh, for me personally,
I gotta say my mom. I think I'll get in trouble if I don't.
yeah, I should say mum, but it's really dad.
Okay.
Since we fly together sometimes, and he lets me fly his aircraft, which I really love.
And why your mom then?
She makes my sandwiches. No, my whole family have been nothing but supportive for it, because they all understand the joys and the hardships that come with it. So not just on the good days, but on the bad flights, the land outs. Even when you finish, when you know you could have done better, and you're a bit sour about it. Like they all get it, and they've all been there for me. So.
And so, did you have to sacrifice anything in your life for gliding and aviation?
Well, lots of spare time and lots of money, I guess. That's
Okay.
the way of the sport. And other than that, no, not really.
It certainly hasn't felt like a sacrifice.
No.
When you're doing stuff like this, it is pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what would then be your favorite gliding memory?
Ooh, mine actually happened earlier in the year. I did my first 1,000 kilometre in the glider that I've been cleaning its wings of since I could hold a chamois. So that rates as my favourite.
So which glider was that?
My dad's a Nimbus 3.
Oh, nice.
Last year, I competed in 15-meter nationals. It was in Minden, Nevada, like Lake Tahoe, California, on the border. I got on one of the days. I got out early for a practice day, and I drove my glider all the way out, or my family's glider all the way out, and it's 3 days drive, 2,500 miles of whatever, and you get out there, and it's the first day out, and I remember rigging, and we got into wave, and we got to 25,000 feet over Lake Tahoe in the family glider, and I just got to sit there, and whether it was, hypoxia or what, but I just remember having the biggest cheese on my face looking down. That's pretty cool.
That's lovely. And so, are you pursuing a different kind of aviation next to gliding?
Yeah, me personally, I mean, I love all aviation, as most glider pilots do. I'd like to get into the Air Force as a pilot. That's something I've envisioned for a long time. But I'm getting my fix out of gliding, that's for sure.
I actually start as an airline pilot when I get back home. About a week after I start training at a regional, and I've been doing powered stuff for 4 or 5 years now. So.
Wow, congratulations! And that's a child's dream, no?
Yeah, dream come true for sure.
And so, what other hobbies do you have next to gliding then? Or do you have any other hobbies?
Nothing major, really. I think if I'm not gliding and the conditions aren't good, then I'm probably on Condor, or talking about it, or fixing a glider or something. Yeah.
Well, the winters back home can be quite long and cold, so we all pick up snowboarding or skiing and stuff. So the winter is snowboard season, and the spring comes around and it's soaring. So.
And so, do these hobbies help you relax from aviation sometimes? It gets
yeah, for sure. I mean, you need a break every once in a while to break it up, but nothing like that first flight of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, a bit of time with friends and family, or studies, or working to be able to fly is definitely required. And it's good to have that break to get the motivation back to do well at comps like this.
Mm-hmm. Good. And so, you told us about your favorite memory, but do you have some bizarre one?
Ooh,
someone you'd rather not have from gliding?
A pretty bizarre one. I was flying a K-13 with a friend from our club, and it was going great, and we're soaring with the eagles, and it was wonderful. And he said, just landed, it's okay, and I hadn't flown one, but anyway, downwind's good, base is good. And we turn on to final, and suddenly I don't have any control, and it's because the sticks come out. And that was interesting, but luckily I was with someone else, so we got down safely.
Oh, wow. That's quite terrifying.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yes. And yours, David?
So growing up, I was maybe 15, was flying and just thermaling around the local club with one of my buddies, and we were on hour 3 or 4 of our flight, and my buddy used the pilot relief system into a bag and threw it out the window in his pee.
Oh.
And I remember watching the pee bag go down, and it came within a wingspan of the glider, and we have radios, and we're 15 and freaking out because we think we're gonna break something on accident. But watching that little baggie
disappear.
Gotta watch out for that.
Yeah.
Nice. That's at least another question. Do you have some funny peeing story in your glider? Because I definitely have some, but I'm not the one to answer the questions here, so.
Yeah, look, it can always be a challenge, I think, for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
We've all had bags leak or burst, or, not quite got it all out the window. So, yeah.
I've had in this glider and the one back home, our P system is out the gear door, so you have to drop the gear to get the tube out. And every time I'm racing against my brothers, I make it a point that when I'm above them, even if I don't have to pee, I drop my gear. So they think I'm peeing on them.
Nice. And so the last one is very personal. if
That
you
wasn't personal.
this will be more personal. One day, if or already, if you have a love partner, would you want them to be from aviation? Why or why not?
I mean, that's a pretty attractive quality, I think.
Okay.
So it could be good, but everyone's got to live their own life, and yeah, sure, we love aviation. That's all there is to our lives, but everyone for themselves.
I think it would be, could go both ways. Certainly someone that is into it will understand the joys and the excitement of it, and to understand the successes. You know, it's one thing to call up someone after a long flight and be like, oh, I had this great flight, but if they don't really know what it means, they're like, oh, cool. You know, so someone who's also into aviation, they understand how difficult it can be, and I think just sharing in that would be pretty special.
Okay. Thanks for your answers, guys, then, and thank you also for coming, and good luck with your next aviation and love partners as well.
Thanks very
Cheers.
much.
And you, everyone, please follow us tomorrow morning at briefing at 10, and have a good night. Thanks.